Is this justice that Chris Watts is allowed to have a new relationship, new girlfriend, and now he wants to get married? How is this justice for a man that's living in prison for life for the quadruple murders of his family because he wanted to be with his mistress, Nicholkessinger, and now 7 years down the line, after how many different girlfriends and probably boyfriends, who knows, this man wants to get married. We're going to find out all this information right here, right now, through Crafted Evidence Podcast. I've definitely been enjoying her content. I speak to her on the regular about a whole bunch of vast majority of things when it comes to crime and so forth, paranormal. And she's bringing forth the inside scoop of Chris Watts' prison life. He is in a new relationship, and I've heard also he wants to get married. Wow. And yet, people think justice is served. Far from it. But before we go any further, if you guys could do me a solid favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that wiper icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it. And don't forget to also go over to Crafted Evidence Podcast. Go give her some love. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. You know the deal. Give her the love where it is due for putting this video. Well, actually, she did this live. So she definitely does deserve the credit. So go give her some love and so forth because she did the inside scoop. But without further ado, let's get into it and see what we can find out.
Thank you for joining me. This is kind of a last minute live stream this evening. I checked my email after
I unfortunately missed her live because I was sick. So I'm watching it now with you guys.
a long day of doing a lot of things, and I saw that I finally got a response back from Dodge Correctional. So I am going to let people join in for a few minutes. While we do that, I'm going to go into the comments section here. Thank you for joining in. Cuff you. So yeah, the title of tonight's live stream was, does Chris Watts have a new girlfriend? And we'll take.
So he's got a girlfriend or boyfriend. Could not help. Yeah, I said the same thing.
Take a look at some stuff I have. Hey there, Carrie B. Welcome in. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you for joining me. While we're waiting for other people to join us, I always want to give an opportunity to give shout out to organizations that we can.
Yes. So instead of donating to my YouTube channel, like I tell everybody all the time, because I can't turn off what's it called, the super chats and the memberships are different, but the donations and so forth, I have no donation button and so forth, because I want you guys to go to other foundations and donations that deserve it way more. Breast cancer, cancer in general, St. Jude's Hospital for Children, veterans, to protect those that are homeless and to give them another chance and try to get them out from being homeless, or just any foundation that you can find, donate to them, please. Just because there's a lot of people out there that are struggling. There's a lot of people that are needing that money a lot more than myself or other. That's what just disgusts me sometimes, is watching some streamers and they're getting thousands of donations when it comes to like $5,000 donation, $10,000 donation. Send it to a fundraiser. But with that being said, let's get into the video.
Donate to. here are some of my favorites: stjude.org.
My top 2, veterans and St. Jude's. Just because the children are our future. If we don't protect them and love them and care for them, and our human race will be gone. And children, I'm not going to cry. Children are our future, and I have 3 children. And it would be very hard if my children had any problems that I've seen online on TikTok videos of these children that have cancer or leukemia or a bone marrow disease, and it's just, what did they deserve or do to deserve it? And I want you guys to donate to them, St. Jude's, or veterans that gave their life for the country to protect us, to be free so that we won't have problems. I know there is a lot of problems going on in the world right now, and I just wish that, I'm not trying to sound like a, what they call it, pageants and so forth, that are like, I just want world peace. I just want us to get along. I just want us to enjoy our lives, to not have concern and worry, and it just, kids are our future, and I don't want my son, my daughters growing up in all this chaos because people can't get along. So, without crying, I wasn't even gonna cry, but when it comes to kids, I care about kids a lot because, again, like I said before, not to sound like a broken record, they are our future. Who's gonna take care of us when we're old? Who's gonna take care of them now? We're supposed to be taking care of them. And when you see people like that one guy that just took out his 3 daughters and put paper bags over their heads and zip tied their hands, and then went into hiding, and now the mother doesn't have her 3 beautiful daughters. And that bothers me so much. So, don't donate to me. Please go donate to St. Jude's, veterans, or any of the ones that you see right there. Let's continue.
And when we are talking about the Watts case, I always like to speak about the Lupus Research Foundation. That
Yes,
was very
that's another one.
important to Shanann. And fibromyalgia, which is the last one there you see on the list. And for me personally, I have MS and had breast cancer. So those are the organizations I personally.
So if you would like to donate to myself or to Crafted Evidence Podcast, donate to here. One of these. Okay?
Like to donate to. So I will not, keep you all waiting here. I made a little video and I'm going to play that for you. And then I will come back and we will have a chat.
Okay.
Let's get to it. Let's do it. Happy Friday, crafties. I did a live stream the other day where we were talking about prison talk with Amy from Parawomen Radio, and
She says it cuts out here and there.
Parawomen Radio, and out of nowhere today I got a response to a records request I put in months ago in the chriswatts case. I reached out to Dodge Correction to ask who has been on chriswatts' visitors list.
I didn't know that was public.
Recent. And I got that today.
Wow.
I will kind of put up on the screen. I'm going to be honest with you.
She's definitely a journalist.
I blocked out this person's last name because I'm not calling them out. It's really, it's not what I do. And in the end of this video, I will also show you if you want to request your own reports, you can. And so taking a look at this, I put a request in to see who has been visiting Chris for the year of 2025. However, what I got back shows that there is a person who has been visiting him by the name of Lizzie. And if you go look this up yourself, you ask who has been on Chris Watts's.
I didn't know that was public. She says it glitches here and there. Maybe.
If you don't know who Jamie is, she is the person who helped Dylan Tallman, who was Chris Watts's inmate, get a book published. Actually, several books, not just one book, but a book called The 40-Day Devotional, which Chris wrote this book with Dylan Tallman. And then there was a book that Dylan wrote on his own called The Cell Next Door, which is the popular
Removed,
one
I
that
think.
everyone is talking about. So, Jamie, if I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my phone, you guys. If you're willing to come up and kind of just listen with me and jump on here and maybe give me some commentary, I'd love to have you. I just dropped the StreamYard link in the chat. You don't have to go on camera. You can just be a little avatar if you want. But I will go ahead and continue playing this video, and then I'll be back in one moment. Visitors list as of recent. And I got that today. I will kind of put up on the screen.
The fact that this man is allowed to email, send letters, pictures within reason, guidelines to the prison, which I think is only down to a swimsuit. He's allowed to live and be happy within reason. He's allowed to find love when he shouldn't be able to find anything but darkness. Shanann, Bella Celeste deserve to grow up, go to prom, be in ballet, have friends, witness their first kiss with their boyfriend or whoever they decided to get married, have children of their own. They don't get that. Nico didn't even get a chance to breathe air. He didn't get to find love. He didn't get to go to school. Didn't get to see his parents' face. Didn't get a chance to be loved and cuddled. No, because this man destroyed it because a mistress wanted him now or back then. And then when people sit there and make fun of me because I am trying to find the answers about NK because she destroyed that family, physical or emotional or mentally, whatever have you, she destroyed a family, and yet she's free. She gets to enjoy being loved or enjoy life. God has a reason for everything, but the way that those four were removed from this earth should have never happened. And for Chris to be able to now find love and find a new woman, I just think justice has not been served. It's not been served at all.
I'm going to be honest with you, I've blocked out this person's last name because I'm not calling them out. It's really, it's not what I do. And in the end of this video, I will also show you if you want to request your own reports, you can. And so taking a look at this.
I'm not going to because I don't care what Chris does in prison. I hope he's bored. I hope he rots. I hope he is bored. I hope he... I don't know, there's a lot of things I want to say, but I can't.
I put a request in to see who has been visiting Chris for the year of 2025.
Let's see if his
However,
parents
what I got
did.
back shows that there is a person who has been visiting him by the name of Lizzie. And if you go look this up yourself, you can get all the details. But I do not see any family members on this list. The most recent visit is March 25th.
March 25th, which was 3 months ago. June, May, April, well, 4.
So there's that. A lot of you have been asking, does he have a girlfriend? This to me looks like there is a girlfriend. I don't know.
We can't. I mean, we can't really say that he's got a girlfriend. I mean, why else would a woman come to see this man? I mean, they could be pen pals, they could be anything, but there is the rumor too that Chris wants to get married. He doesn't want to be alone. Wow. That's ridiculous.
Could this be a journalist? Yes. Could this be someone who's writing a book? Absolutely. I don't want to speculate, but there is a female who has been visiting Chris, and they will spend hours with him. One of the visits was 3:04 p.m. to 6:05 p.m. One was 10:30 a.m. to 1.
How is he allowed to be with to talk to somebody that long? I thought they only get like 15 to 45 minutes.
p.m. One was 3 o'clock to 6:12 p.m. So I don't know, even if this person may have some type of legal background. This is a visitor. I don't believe attorneys need to sign in on the visitor log. So
I think they still do.
It could just be a friend. It could be a girlfriend. It could be someone trying to write a book about Chris. When you're staying for that long,
I don't think it's a person that's trying to write a book about Chris because there's so many books on him. What would be different now if it was an author or what have you? So I don't believe it's that. I think it's somebody that he has confided in. He has, because I have an informant that is friends with a prisoner in Weld County or in Wupong, and they're friends with the prisoner that's in there, which he's going to be getting out in 4 years. And he says it's a girlfriend and that he wants to get married.
to me, it feels like you may be doing an interview type style format. But that's what I have here, you guys. And I thought it was very ironic that this came to me because the prison up there in Wisconsin is not very fast to respond to records requests. So with that said, I am going to walk you through how you can set up your own account to request records. You can do this with any prison. How to request records.
I'm not really caring about records and so forth. I mean, that's her thing. She knows how to do all that. Journalist, she can find the nitty gritty. But looking at this, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 different days within a year. I mean, that's not a lot. 365 days, and you have 20 days on record in a year. It looks like 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah, okay. Don't even get me started. You can see right here, 12/25, Christmas Day. You can't tell me a journalist is going to go there and talk to him on Christmas. This just confirms it right here that this person, I think, went there to spend Christmas with Chris. Probably went there for Thanksgiving around that time frame. what day is his birthday again? I think it's March something. No, his birthday is May 16th. And look down below on 2024. They visited him on his birthday. This is the girlfriend. Or very somebody close to him. 821. Well, that's a little ridiculous. Around almost the murders. 725, 724, which is June 8th. Trying to see. Almost Valentine's Day. She met him the day before Valentine's Day. I can see it right there. And yet, this is justice
on your own. Oh, Lisa, you guys have tougher privacy laws in the UK. Yes. The United States is pretty. You are entitled to put in records requests. So here's what we're going to have a look at. This is.
So I not to be negative towards Craft Evidence podcast. If you want to know how to request forms, definitely watch her live. That's not what I'm here for. I wanted to find out information about this new person, which some of the dates that we have looked at. Why else would somebody come at those times? To spend time with family and loved ones. So, you can't tell me that's not a girlfriend.
Spending time with chriswatts. You get what I mean by that, you guys? You know, like you're probably going to be with your family if you're a writer, an author. So that is why I do believe it's a girlfriend.
I think the same thing. I think that's what she was just saying. Is going through all here. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Or a family member. I just don't imagine a friend spending this much time with this many hours with someone.
Well, I wanted to see that too. So it looks like 3 hours. 3 hours. Well, roughly 3 hours. Roughly 3 hours. Roughly 3 hours. Not as much. Christmas, they're 3 hours. Looks like it's about 3 hours, give or take. And it's all in the windows of what they're allowing people to be visited.
Let's see. He's delusional if he thinks he has any chance of getting out. I do not think he thinks he's getting out. And why I say that, you guys, is he had an opportunity to file a motion 35C. 2 years he had to file that motion when the charges happened and he was sentenced. He did not file that. He did have an attorney conversation. That video is in my video list. If you guys want to hear that one, I will put it in the comment section and I'll pin it. That is an interesting phone call to hear. This lawyer, I feel, took the phone call not knowing what Chris's background was, because they were making up a lot of stuff. Like,
I say maybe it's the one I've already heard.
You got railroaded. You were not on the top of your game when you got the polygraph test, which we all know is bullshit, because Chris went home and came back the next day and took his polygraph and still bombed it. So he did have that opportunity to file that motion. He didn't. That is why I think he has given up on thinking or trying to get out. I am trying to find you guys the video in which I was just talking about. Oh, it's probably a short. It is probably a short. While I'm looking for that in the comments section, let me know what you guys think. If someone's staying there that long for a visit,
it's not a journalist.
Probably not
an author.
It's probably a girl.
They're visiting him a day before Valentine's Day. on Christmas, on his birthday.
Girlfriend, right? Like, let's take a vote on that. I don't know how to do a poll in here. Actually, I think that's more of a TikTok thing, right?
You can do a poll on live.
But yeah, I'm curious what you guys think about that. And then here's the call. I'm going to play for you guys from 2020. And this is when I believe he was speaking with Kim Kaufman, who was a family friend who reached out to the Watts family early on. Well, guess what? Kim Kaufman wrote a book. So that shows you what some people's intentions are. I wonder if Chris will write a book. I know there's Son of Sam laws, but if Chris wrote a book and donated the proceeds to the Rusick family or a foundation
He won't.
Connected to domestic violence or something like that,
He won't.
I do think he would be able to write a book. But I'm not sure that's the case.
He's too busy living up his own little life inside prison and having girlfriends.
I think he's taken part in 2 books now, and I don't think he's interested in doing that anymore. So I'm going to lean towards girlfriend more than a reporter or an author trying to gather information. And yes, one of the days was his birthday.
So they say visit type, contact. Is that hand contact? Phone contact? And none of it was denied.
So that's why I think it's more of a girlfriend. Let's have a listen. I also have this in my shorts playlist. I will pin it for you if you want to review it again. But this is when he was chatting with Kim Kaufman.
For you on your behalf.
You know, my channel is fact driven, and Chris, it's not
Can't really hear it.
Fake news. It's legit. It's real. I know he's not talking about my channel. My channel's small. There's bigger channels out there that he's referring to, and I get that.
And I'm not a big channel. Big channels are past 100K. I'm getting there. I'm a mid YouTube channel. Mid is above 10,000. If you guys want to watch more of her content, of what we just watched, I feel like she's just going to talk about it and so forth, which is fine. But give her the view, okay? She did the live. She took in the time and so forth. And I'm just going to put this up on the screen for you guys if you guys would like to donate to anybody or any reasonable place. It's not right that he gets to be with somebody. He doesn't. He should. And I know that Shanann, Bella, and Celeste, and Nico, in my mind, are in the greatest place ever, which for me is heaven. And you may not agree, which is it's okay. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, entitled to what they believe in. But my belief is that they are with our Father. But it is, in my eyes, Chris is going. Again, I can't say that because it's between him and God. But how is it fair that he is allowed to have connections, contact, possibly hand-to-hand contact with another female? And I'm going to look into that contact thing. Are they allowed? Because there are some prisons that allow hand-to-hand contact, but also hugging within reason, depending on the inmate, and possibly kissing. And he's still allowed to do it, which is pretty messed up. Pretty messed up. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and please do the same thing over at Crafted Evidence Podcast. She is doing her darndest to find the facts, not the theories, not the stuff that is out of this world information, and she definitely works very hard. So, again, I thank you guys for being here. Please take care, be safe. If you have children, hug them and kiss them. And love your friends, love your family, and you never know when they're going to be gone. And we'll see you guys in the next video.